Hi everyone and welcome to another video on the Geekanoids channel. This is my third broadcast today. It's been a really busy day but a totally exciting day as well. For those of you who watch my videos regularly, you'll know that I mentioned probably, I would say about 2 weeks ago, that I was still definitely going to be getting an Xbox One X. Well, that has now indeed happened and it has indeed turned up and been delivered. So the Xbox One X is here at last. Yes, I know I'm late to the party, but I'm just super busy with producing videos both for Geekanoids, for you to watch, the live broadcasts, running a business, and also doing all of my sort of commercial videos as well. So this took some time to get in, but at last it is actually in the studio and indeed in the editing room with me today. So I'm going to be setting this up, not in this live broadcast, but over the next few days. I'll also be, of course, playing it over Christmas, and then after Christmas I'll start sharing with you some gameplay videos and let you know how I get on. I'm not the best gamer. I'm not a hardcore gamer. I'm a social gamer. I've mentioned this before in other videos, but I will share with you what I experience and what I think of the Xbox One X. I'll also share with you in this broadcast the first 3 games that I plan to actually get. One of them I don't even know if it's available on this particular platform. Maybe you can answer that. But I really am excited about this. I'll be doing the unboxing with this Xbox One X in this broadcast. A big hello to Alfie. Managed to get in on the live stream. Thank you very much, Alfie, for tuning in, and hello to Peter, and thank you to everyone who's tuned in live. The live chat is there, so if you want to ask any questions at all, please do. There's also the super chat. If you want to leave a super chat, your question or comment will be highlighted. And also, just to do a little bit of housekeeping before I do the unboxing, I wanted to just let you know that I'm mixing up the times I'm doing the broadcast to try and address or be available for all of you in different time zones. A bulk of my viewers are in the UK. Around about 40 to 50% are in the UK. Around about 40% roughly are in the United States of America, and then the remaining 10 to 20% are in other parts of the world. And it's difficult to cater for all different time zones, so please do bear that in mind. I'm trying to do my best here. I broadcast really early in the morning, midday, and then I do some broadcasts later on in the day as well. Also, a big thank you. I've just seen Eric Carter tune in. Eric's a long-time viewer and a content creator. Thank you very much for tuning in, Eric. I really do appreciate it. And in the latter part of this video, if you stick around for the latter part, I'm going to do an AMA or an Ask Me Anything Q&A. And that can be absolutely anything, or indeed, if you want to ask me something about the Xbox, then please do. So anyway, let's get this underway. Now, believe it or not, when I ordered this, there was still the, is it the Scorpio edition or Scorpion edition? I don't even know what it is. Scorpio edition, I think it is. The special edition, like day one of the Xbox One X, was still available. I chose not to go for that. I went for this one. Managed to get £20 off, so a little bit of a saving on the purchase price. In hindsight, I'm still going to be buying a stand for it, which means after I spent £10 on a stand, it's not so much of a saving. I wasn't that fussed whether I got the day one edition or not. I have heard a lot of people on forums saying that that particular edition did have some issues with it, and they seem to have been ironed out with this one. Don't know if that's true or not. Might just be rumour, might just be bad luck that some people had 40 units. But for me, this is really exciting. 4K HDR support, both for movie playback and gaming. A lot of Xbox One enhanced games, so ones that have been enhanced, sort of older titles for the Xbox One X. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's got 1 TB of storage in this. Nice big box on the back here. We've just got some details of various features, and also just here, nice picture of some gameplay. I'm pretty sure this is probably Forza on the back, which is obviously a big title for this particular console. 1 TB of storage though. How awesome is that? So let's cut this open for the first time and have a look inside the box. So we have got some paperwork in the top here. Let's just open this up. Oh, nice. Very nice. So I was concerned about this because I've got another voucher which I'm waiting to get the coupon code for a whole year of Xbox Live Gold. Actually, it was a free offer with the OnePlus 5T smartphone. There's a 14-day free trial, so I can actually get that up and running straight away. We've also got some details here about the Elite controller, details here about 100 great games to play, and another code as well. What's this? Oh, this is a Xbox Games Pass trial, 1 month free with that particular one. And then we've got details about how to connect everything up. So all of the paperwork done in a really different way. Then we've got the accessory pack just here. So let's have a look at that next. We'll leave the console till last. White box inside. And inside here we have got an HDMI cable. I won't be using that, I'll be using my own, but nice that they include one. And then in here we have of course got the controller and some warranty information underneath the controller. So let's have a look at this. One controller. Oh, almost dropped that. I can't believe Microsoft are still doing this. I thought this would have changed by now. We've got a little pack with 2 AA batteries in. Why still just normal batteries? Why don't you give us a rechargeable battery pack? But really nice controller. Oh, that's nice as well. That's different to what I experienced on the previous Xbox One. This has got some nice grip, a lot more textured on the underside. Same size, same button layout, but just a little bit more textured on this underside by the hand grips here. We've got a little bit more texture to them. Very, very nice. Cover on the back, obviously, where the batteries go. I have in fact ordered some rechargeable batteries, so that should come in the next few days. I've ordered the Eneloop batteries, or Eneloop, so they will be rechargeable and underneath the cover, rather than go for a third-party accessory that recharges whilst it's attached to the controller. I went for rechargeable batteries because if I get some custom controllers, I want to be able to use the actual backing plate. Now, I could have got a plain charge kit, but believe it or not, I don't know why this is, but the official Microsoft Play and Charge kit, I can't find them in stock anywhere. I found one in stock and it sold out overnight. That was at a local Argos. But yeah, they're not available on Amazon, not available or in stock on the Microsoft store. So I will probably pick up one when they become available. Does anyone even know why that is? Do any of you in the chat know why the Play and Charge kits are not available? And then in here, this is nice, so no external brick. The power supply is internal to the Xbox One X, so you've just got a power cable to obviously power the unit. And then we've got the Xbox itself. I'm going to have to put it down here to get it out. It's got some weight to it. Let's get rid of that box. So here is, that is a very heavy console. That has got some weight to it, I'll tell you. So let's pop this down nice and gently. So we've got some tape, so we're going to cut through this tape. Actually, let's turn this over and do this properly. Here we go. Just snip that. I'm so excited to get this set up, and this is one of I shouldn't complain. I was going to say it's one of the downsides. It's not a downside, but this is one of the things with doing YouTube videos, is when you get something that you're so excited about, more often than not it remains in the box until you do the video. So you know, it's nice that I'm getting this done now, and then tomorrow I can spend a bit of time actually getting this set up correctly. Albeit without the stand. I still need the vertical stand because I plan to put this in the studio, and I want to stand it upright on one of the underneath one of the speakers on a speaker stand. I just wanted it out of the cabinet on this one. If you've seen my videos that I record in the studio, you'll have seen the black cabinet in there, and I actually want this to be outside. So here it is, revealed for the first time to me and to you. This is the Xbox One X. You saw me do a video about the Xbox One X when it was announced, and the thumbnail was something like this. But I didn't actually have the Xbox One X in my hand, and so many people didn't like it. So on the back here we have got HDMI in, HDMI out, power cable, 2 USBs. We've got an IR out, optical and Ethernet on the back, plus lots of vents. On the side here, nothing at all. On this side here, nothing at all, but we have got 2 slots just here. That's where the vertical stand goes. And then across the front, we've got a wireless connection thing for the controllers, just here, like a little button. USB socket on the front. And then we've also got the main power button here. Not sure about eject. I'm assuming eject is just touching that. Maybe it is the physical button. And then a little sticker with a warning on, which I shall read later. Xbox branding just on this top corner, just here. And I also heard that with a recent update, this is something very cool indeed, a recent update that came out that allows you to use pretty much any webcam with the Xbox One X. So when I'm doing my gaming videos for you, which I will probably still do on YouTube, or I might try Mixer, I'm not sure yet. If any of you got any experience with either Twitch, YouTube or Mixer for gameplay, let me know in the chat. I'm not sure what I will be using yet, but it'd be one of those services. And when I do those, being able to use a regular web camera with this means that I can actually stream direct from the console to one of those services, which is really very, very nice indeed. So anyway, that is the Xbox One X. I can't believe how heavy it is. Let me just pop that box back up there just so that people can see, just so that you can see what I've unboxed, because the console is obviously just standing down here. Actually, I can stand that up like that. There we go. Very, very nice. I can't believe how dense that is and how heavy it is. But anyway, I was going to let you know before I take your questions and comments what games I'm planning on playing. And one of them, I don't even know if it's available for the Xbox One X. In fact, I know it's not released yet. I know it's coming out next year. But they are. Are you ready for this? PUBG. That's a definite. Also, what was it? Hello Neighbour, I think it's called. Hello Neighbour. That sort of caught my attention, so I'm going to be trying that. Next year, there's what's it called? Sea Pirates or Pirates of Sea or something like that. See, this is how good a gamer I am. I've got no clue at all. And then the one that I'm not sure that's going to be available, because I saw some stories saying it wasn't coming out for Xbox, it was only going to be for PS4, and that's Kingdom Hearts 3. Really like the look of that. It sort of reminds me of Power Stone on the Dreamcast all those years ago. So that is something I definitely want to try. If you know that Kingdom Hearts 3 is in fact coming out on the Xbox, and when, then please do let me know. So anyway, I'll take some of your questions now. I've also got a little update for you on the OnePlus 5T smartphone and my switch to Android. I'll talk to you about that very shortly. So again, a big, big thank you to everyone who has tuned in. We got Dan MUFC. I'm quite happy with my S. Looks like a beautiful console, but to me now it's just a spec upgrade. And Eric Carter saying, if you have a specific use for it, then I would highly recommend it. It's unbelievably clear. Beautiful console, says Svein Olav Larsen. And Whisper Quiet. That is really very, very good indeed. Oh, and Eric was actually answering the question about the microphone that I'm using. I think Svein asked. Yes, this is a Rode NT USB, and I absolutely love it. A really good microphone. Highly recommended. Disclaimer, Rode is a main sponsor of the Geekanoids channel, but if it was rubbish, I would tell you it was rubbish, and it's by no means rubbish. It's a really very, very good microphone, as are all of the microphones I've tested from Rode. In fact, I've got another Rode mic, not something that's connected to the computer. I've got their new Rode Video Mic Pro Plus. I've got that video coming up in a couple of weeks' time on the channel. David Hepworth, hi Dave, what do you think of the iMac Pro launching tomorrow, starting at $5,000? With 8 cores, 32 gig of RAM. I've heard it's the most expensive model will cost $17,000. Yeah, it's very, very expensive. It's getting good reviews, of course. It will be a powerhouse of a machine, but I think it's far too expensive for a Mac with an integrated screen, even if it is very pro level specs. The limited upgradability, of course, is a problem. I would advise people to wait for the new Mac Pro. Goodness knows what they're going to charge for that, though. We've also got, I saw a question down here. Saw Addict says, so jealous, never owned or played an Xbox One. Would really like one. Well, keep working at it. maybe that will happen for you someday. It certainly does sound like a really good console, and I feel very privileged and humbled to be able to have this to play, and I'll share my experiences with you in the future. Dan M UFC is confirming it's Sea of Thieves. That's the game that's coming out next year. Definitely interested in that. Andrew Walker, are you still using the Fossil watch, Dave? No, I'm not. I use my Fitbit Charge 2, and then I wear a traditional watch normally on the other wrist, but that's come off for the day for now. But I'm a traditional watch sort of guy. You know, I don't have a smartwatch anymore. I did use an Apple Watch for a long time, but alas, no more. And Eric asking about the microphone, just to confirm, yes, the audio that you're hearing is from the Rode NT USB. It might sound a little bit croaky, that's just my voice. Dan M UFC 1999, Dave, I'm due an upgrade on my phone next week and going with the iPhone 8 Plus. Any case that you recommend to get? Yeah, most definitely. The case I always go back to for my devices is the Rink Fusion, the clear model. Very, very good case. Definitely worth getting. What other questions have we got? Oh wow, we got Ian DeRosa saying looks like a very nice pickup. I wish I had the One X for Battlefront 2 load times. I have heard that the load times on the Xbox One X are really very, very good indeed. So I'm super excited about that. Gritty Shaker is asking, what do you do with your previous consoles? I will let you into a little secret. Okay, so some of them, not all of them, but some of them I actually trade in. So with regards to my Xbox One, that actually was recycled and then the money was put towards this console, for example. Sometimes I pass them to other members of the family, so that happens on occasion too. Including, and this is a little sneak peek of information, or a little snippet of information you probably don't know, my mum is 87. She plays games. It's very, very cool. She's the coolest mum in the world, I tell you. And she has got a GameCube that I passed down to her that she still plays. She's also got an original Xbox that she still plays, and indeed sort of tablet gaming as well, which is probably the most sort of enjoyable type of game. She likes sort of word puzzles. But amazing. I would love to get her an Xbox One S or a One X at some stage, just so she could experience that sort of big screen, high resolution gaming. Not sure what genre of games though that she'd enjoy. Not sure at all, but that would be really cool, wouldn't it? Very, very cool indeed. Alfie G, PUBG graphics aren't very good on the Xbox One, but they might be better on the X. Yeah, I've heard that it's like a preview game, so it's still in development. So maybe they are making tweaks along the way. Dan, you're asking about the link for the case. If you tweet me after this broadcast, or send me a message through YouTube, whichever's easier for you, just remind me what you're asking for, and then I'll share that link with you for the Rink Fusion case. No problem at all. Eric Carter, what do you think of the new price trend for top-end smartphones starting at £1,000, which was initiated by the iPhone 10? Very good question, because I'm going to give you an update on my OnePlus 5T. I have had a lot of people sort of hating on me for liking this smartphone. For some reason, they don't like the fact that I've switched away from the iPhone. Now, I reviewed the iPhone 8 Plus. Gorgeous hardware, really nice phone, superb cameras. I also reviewed and had hands-on time, a lot of hands-on time, with the iPhone 10. Again, really superb hardware, lovely screen apart from the notch, really great build, great cameras again. Just didn't like my experience I was having with iOS 11, which is what made me switch across to Android. Now, my point that I've been making when I've been tweeting out my special offer link for the OnePlus 5T, and I wasn't sponsored to do the video, this was purchased as a purchase for myself to use for business use, and you can buy 2 of these for the price of an iPhone 10. And this has got a really nice screen, very, very nice screen, really good processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM in here, 128 gigabytes of storage, micro SD card support, decent cameras, not the best cameras, but more than acceptable. I would say if you're going to do it by percentages, about a 10% drop in quality, maybe not even that, maybe a 5% drop in quality when compared to the iPhone 10 or the Note 8 or some of those other smartphones that take really good photos. But you can buy two of these. You can buy two for the price of one iPhone 10. And I think what Apple did, in answer to your question here, Eric, is I think that they were testing people. I really do think they were testing people. I think that they had the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus already decided. That was going to be a slight price increase on previous models, give that sort of a performance increase for people. They had the iPhone 10 with the OLED technology waiting in the wings, and they thought, right, let's see what we can price this at. And they priced it at £999 in the UK, or £1,149 for the higher capacity model. And I think they were being very, very cheeky indeed. Yeah, it's a really nice design, and people, if they want the latest and greatest iPhone, they're still going to buy it. There's still going to be lots of sales. But I think they were taking a risk, and it's a risk they could afford to take. It really is. I think if they'd have worked on it for another year and released it without the notch, you know, that full edge-to-edge screen, just with small bezels top and bottom, then they would have sold even more. But they've received a lot of bad publicity on it. Not all bad. A lot of people love it, and I'm not hating on you if you bought one, because it is a really nice device. It just wasn't for me, and it's not for everyone. And people were surprised that I just went with an Android phone. People are also saying that this only comes out for videos, when in fact it doesn't. This resides in my pocket when I'm not using it. This is my daily driver. I did a video the other day showing you some accessories from Archon mounts, and I used my iPhone 7 Plus for that video, just showing you in the mount, and people were thinking I'd switch back to the iPhone again. I have more than one phone. I'm a reviewer, but my daily driver is the OnePlus 5T. And in fact, this had an upgrade to the camera just yesterday, and I see a very slight improvement as well. The controls are a little bit better, and the actual photos that it produces, I think, have seen a marked improvement, a noticeable improvement. So nice update to the camera on this the other day. So anyway, that's my sort of answer to your question, and an update at the same time on the OnePlus 5T. Gritty Shaker, are you getting the Pixel 2? I've already had the Pixel 2. I've done my video about that on the channel. Please do check it out. A really nice phone, just too small for me. Eric's also chiming in and saying they even sold the fast charger as two separate pieces, which is quite a joke, especially when you take into account that much cheaper phones include it free in the box. OnePlus 5T. Fast charger, very fast charger. In fact, I think this has been touted, or confirmed I should say, as one of the fastest charging smartphones of 2017, or indeed the fastest charging smartphone of 2017. So my only criticism on this is the screen doesn't go down low enough in brightness for me. That's at the lowest brightness at the moment. It's very, very bright. But yeah, fast charger. If the phone has got the capability of fast charging, you should get the fast charger inside the box. Definitely, 100%. And Darren Bird is agreeing, £999, absolutely shocking price for the iPhone 10. David Hepworth, my iPad still has flashing lines in multitasking. Restored it today and still having problems. iOS 11.2, iPad Pro 9.7. If you're getting flashing lines on your iPad, go back to the original source of purchase and ask them to sort it out. Go back to Apple and insist that they swap it out or repair it. I always prefer to go for a replacement, so sort of push for a replacement and say you want a working iPad. If you're in the UK, then you've got up to 6 years from the original date of purchase. The onus changes back on you to prove it was an inherent fault at the time of purchasing. But if it's something that's been made to happen because of the iOS update, then Apple are still responsible for giving you a device that works. So do get back in touch with them, and I hope you get it sorted out. Unboxing Mania, was the bezels a problem for the XZ1? You're referring to the Sony Xperia XZ1. Bezels, not a problem at all. It gave you somewhere to hold on to the phone, so not a problem. I don't know why so many people are hung up nowadays about bezel-less smartphones. I like having something so that when I'm in landscape mode like this, I've got something to hold on to without interfering with the screen. So, you know, I don't think it's a problem at all. David Hepworth says, I bought it from Apple 1 year ago. The new iPod is coming out next year with a bezel. If you bought it just 1 year ago, try and get it replaced, David. I'm sure you will. So that is it for this broadcast. Some great questions there. I'm going to wind things down on this broadcast now. I will just let you know there probably won't be any live broadcasts tomorrow. I've got so much work on tomorrow that it's unlikely, and I've also got to have some fun setting up the Xbox One X. But I will certainly keep you updated on both the Xbox One X, my experience with the OnePlus 5T. I'll keep you updated on that as well. I've also got an Asus Zenfone 4 in to review, so that video will be coming up probably in about a week or two's time. And I've got some really good broadcasts planned for you next week. So that is it for this particular video. Thank you again to everyone who's tuned in. Have a fantastic day or fantastic evening wherever you are, and I'll see you in another video very soon.